Hello everyone and welcome to Malts and Meeples. As you can see, today we're going to be streaming, Slay the Spire. This is a computer game that is basically a deck building style game. I have set up a new save for Malts and Meeples. I've played this a fair amount myself, and we're going to go on a run, see what happens. This is like I was saying, it's a deck building game, but like a roguelike deck building game where you play through different things every time, and you have a few different characters to play around with. Night's drink, old fashioned, and there are currently 3 cats in the room with me. One has already stood in front of the monitor multiple times. So, we'll see how this goes. So, starting out, locked characters. Can't play everybody yet. That's okay. I actually like playing as the Ironclad. I have all the characters unlocked. I think I own the fan expansion, but I haven't played with it yet. Next. I know how to play. Let's see what we got here. Hit, defend, hit. Start out with a basic deck, standard deck building, and then you're playing out. So there are different special abilities you might have. But then after you beat a battle, you get money, which I'll be going shopping fairly soon here, as well as then choice of 3 cards. I like the pommel strike fairly well. So we continue on to the next one. And I should point out, I have a special ability for starting, so I heal 6 points at the end of every battle, which is great fun. Money. Like I said, I heal 6 points at the end of every battle, so that money is going to be useful when I go to the store. Ooh. Probably should have turned off the tips. But this idol gives me more money in a battle. I can buy more of these relics that would go up here with a permanent ability. I also can purchase I would love to grab this one, the kunai, but that's not going to be an option. So we're just going to grab that, and you can pay to basically clean out your deck. So like this injury card, unplayable, it just clogs up my hand, clogs up the deck of cards. Take that out. I have a few bucks left, but I can't buy anything with it. So we continue. Which cat was under my feet? The old one. So now I have a choice here. I don't have much in the way of defense, but I do think I could have played down more defense, but it wouldn't have made that much of a difference because I left so much offense on the table. It's better to have killed the one. Twin strike, always solid. And then I'm going to play 2 defense cards just so that my shield's high enough to deal with the attack. And I realize I am not in a great spot right now. Maybe let's go there. Of course, I click on the screen. Doesn't help. It's letting me know how deck building works, how it reshuffles. So whenever you see that spinny thing over the top, that means it's going to do something negative to me. And for example, a zero cost card, I guess I should explain, I'll explain how kind of the cost of cards works as I go here. So weakened me. This card, for example, costs 2, so 2 of my 3 energy. Weakened means my attack does less damage. Fortunately, I was plenty good on that. I do really like Twin Strike for some reason. So now I have a choice. I can go with Arrest. You can see them highlighted there. Or I can go with an Elite. Elites are going to drop another relic that would go up top here. Resting would allow me to heal. I'm not quite ready to rest. I'm not that far down on hit points. Ooh, I just realized. Screen 2. Need to adjust one thing over here. I believe I can just do. This might be weird. Boom. Fit to screen. It's not quite lined up properly. The screen is a tiny bit higher than what you'd want. Just because I had to move it over. So this Elite sleeps until you deal enough damage to it. The cat now, where my drink was. It's going to deal 18 damage. But I have vulnerable on it, which means that my attacks deal extra damage. So the question is, here I have 5 blocks, so it would take it down to 13. Or I can attack for 9. Is it worth it to do the extra 3 damage now, or to pet the cat, or to defend? I'm going to defend right now. Too late. I was debating that a little bit, but I think it makes sense. And I'm going to do that again. Now, because I know how this goes, I have a cat here. This is Keef. I know that this negative effect it's going to be casting reduces my strength and my dexterity by 1 each, which means pump out as much damage as I can, because that's going to reduce my stats. So like when I play this, it's only doing 12 damage versus 13 as it would have before. This one would have done 7-7. Now it's 6-6, 6-6. And I'm going to take the full brunt of that damage because I was able to get him down to 3 health. I can do this to boost my strength. That's a temporary boost. I don't really need it, but a little bit of overkill. We have our Ancient Tea set, which when I enter a rest site, the next time I go into combat, I start with more energy. And then, something we haven't gotten to yet is potions. Potions, we have potion slots up here. Those are going to allow us to do things. Here we go. Here's a cat. This one is still Keef. Keef, go over there. We're going to take Carnage. It's maybe not as good as some other cards, but when you need a big smash of damage, 30 in fact, or something like that, it's a nice one to drop out there. 22 looks like, or 20 damage it looks like. I was thinking it was 32 for some reason. So now I know that this one's going to be adding in shield. These cats throw themselves everywhere. I get a heal get my extra gold, get a dexterity potion. That one sticks around when I use it for adding additional block. I'm going to add the flame barrier. I just got something that adds additional block. Seems like a solid time to put it into play. Of course, now I have two bad guys. They're going to be a pain. So I want to get rid of the one as fast as I can. I weakened the jaw worm so it would do less damage. And now I'm hoping, well, let's see. I can do that. And then this should be enough to finish that one off. So nice big hit, nice setup there. Of course, now I have enemy defense to get through. Can do that. And I want to block damage because I'm only at 25 of 80 health at this point. And then at this point in time, it's just making sure I do enough damage to kill off that bad guy. I keep on grabbing these flex cards because they give me a little bit of a boost in damage. I don't have unlocked the card that they work best with, but you unlock additional cards as you go. The more runs you go on and kind of the things you do, you get points for that, which then unlocks cards to add. So thorns are fun because that means I'm dealing damage naturally when anybody attacks me. I'm going to rest here, which restores, I believe it is 20% of my health, something like that. But it allows me, I'm a sucker for relics. Ooh, whenever I play a power card. Well, I have no power cards, not that useful. I'm actually going against another elite here. Maybe it was a mistake with that guy. He hits hard. And of course, I mean, I'm going to play these just because your energy doesn't roll over. So if you're familiar with, I think there are some other card games where you can, excess energy kind of sticks around. Not the case here. The tough thing about this guy, the Gremlin Knob, is that whenever you play something that's not an attack card, he's boosting his strength so that in rage, whenever you play a skill card, I should say. Fortunately, that should do it. But still, that was a big hit that I took. Oh, we have a Louise on the table now. So third turn, 18 block. That's nice. Add a random attack card. Ooh, and I want Thunderclap. Thunderclap puts vulnerable on everything. So you get a couple Thunderclaps in a row. It's pretty solid. Yes. Lee's Waffle. This is a great relic in that it immediately fills your health back up, plus it adds 7 to your max health, so I'll go up to 87 there. I don't care that I can't afford anything else. Like, this one is a good card as well. That one's fine. Getting more massive damage is never a bad thing, but that's an automatic heal up, which is actually pretty solid because I'll show this off in a second here. Once I deal with this, I'll take 12 damage. I could have used that thing to add in a random attack. It's not worth it at this point in time. So then, I could rest here, but I'm only down 6 health. I would restore, I guess it's 30% of your health. I would restore 26 hit points. It's not worth it. So instead, I can smith, and smithing allows me to bump up cards. Like, that would now do 28 damage, or 7 damage invulnerable. I'm a big fan of this Flex Plus. just because that extra damage, I mean, that is pretty good to toss on. Now we get to face off against our first boss here. He has some special things about him. The mode shift kind of being the biggest one. And we're just going all out here. As much damage as we can get out right away. And you'll see why here in a second. So, like, I have my 3 thorns. Well, he goes into defensive mode and gets 3 sharp hide as well. I still am going to attack him. Take the hits right now just because I have the vulnerable on, and that's not that much damage coming through. But it is a consideration because he still has that now. I do this, I do this. I mean, we're still going to do it. We have a lot of health. We got the bonus shield. I didn't even need to do that. But that actually still works out fairly well. So, like, he's going to hit me twice. He stands up. Now I have to deal 40 damage to him before he's going to sit back down again. Which, well, there he sits back down. This time I'm not trying to bust through that shield. Didn't have the energy for it. I was going to say I'm going to drink the dexterity potion, but I'm not. I'm not going to do that until I know that I have any sort of defense I can play. The answer is I don't. So, just going to skip that. And now we're down to 18, well 15. Still has the scales. Boom. Took him out. Louise? You want to come forth? And here we get some cooler cards. I'm going to grab Demon Form. It's an expensive card that costs 3, but it always bumps up my score. So now I have a few different things. I can choose here for relics, or I can skip this. I'm actually going to do something I rarely do. I'm going to no longer gain gold to get that extra coin at the start of every round of every battle. So, or energy, I should say. So that means I'm never going to have more than this 154. But I'm okay with that because it means I have 4 to play around with instead of just 3, and makes that form that I just picked up better. It means I can play that without it messing with me too much. Now we'll go to see kind of one of the more annoying abilities in this game. This Suffer, this Hex I just had placed on me, shuffles in a Dazed card. Doesn't matter this time. Dealt with it so early. I do want to kind of add a little bit more in the way of defense. I can see didn't get anything more there, but now I have the ability to heal. I also only have so much money, so I have to be smart about this. So I don't have the card, that negative card that I just got. I want to grab that, then probably that one. Down to 9 money. It's the last of my purchases this time. And you can see how these runs go fairly fast. This has been 15 minutes. That's my favorite one to get. I could have cards that boost me, but I prefer to boost other ways. When you apply vulnerable, apply weak. So I'm really looking to get those cards that apply vulnerable. Definitely don't need a rest again. I can bump that. I'm going to bump that. That one is solid. To be gaining strength is huge. Let's see. I have to do the math here. Because 13 gets him down to, I think, low enough. Not quite. But this will. Take out that one. Call it good. And now I really want to go after this one in back here, which I will. Oh, beautiful. So remember, I have this hand whenever I play a power. I only have one power card. That's the demon form. It gives me, well, it basically gives me a card for free. Sorry, there's a tiny bit of trash on the floor. Oh, they have put vulnerable on me, which vulnerable means that I would take extra damage. I take 50% more damage. That's what's happening when I put vulnerable on them. And with my strength gains, not a big deal. Ooh, Reaper. I like Reaper. Reaper, again, is a more expensive card. You know what? We're not going to rest. Still can't afford anything. Don't have any money. Not going to be able to ever again. But that just gives me more gold, or more health. This bumps up my health by 7. I'm going to go after another elite here. Oh, I hate the Book of Stabbing. Book of Stabbing, whenever it deals damage to you, is going to put a negative card in your deck. Ooh, let's just add that. Don't have anything for free, but it does beef me up to 2+2 attack. Oh, I was really hoping that barrier would become free. Because now I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 cards that I really don't want in my deck of cards. I mean, granted, they're in the discard right now. But still. Plus well, I guess I won't take damage this time. That's nice. And I have 3 times. Let's see. Ethereal. And then Reaper, 21 damage. Only could take 5 of it. Ooh, Cleave. I love Cleave. Cleave hits everybody, as the name would suggest. So you get vulnerable on multiple of them. Let's do 17 there. Because this is hitting back for so much. 4 and a 3, 4 and a 3. These guys steal your gold, which means like whatever gold I did have, I'm pretty sure it is just fully gone at this point. Cleave hits everybody. I'm gonna grab that one, stick it in play. Still have a kitten up here. She was not pleased that I touched her. Then this should finish him off. Carefully. Carefully. There's Louise. Say hi, Louise. Can't get the gold that I stole back. Can't get that gold. I do get the entropy brew, which I love as a brew. And I like Shockwave a lot. It's kind of a control the situation sort of card. Oh, this is an interesting combo here. So I can't put negative effects on these guys yet. Free. I'm going to do this because it starts to clear off those things on those guys. Heals me up. Ooh, I can get more thorns, more energy. Is it worth it to do more energy to completely clear off that guy? 10 damage to everybody. I do have 2 out here, so let's do that. Fully healed up. Fully kittened up. Nothing but a kitten butt. And then beef up. Beef up. It's enough to take that one out. Almost through the shield. Cat directly in front of the monitor. Again, I got frail. That means I can't defend as well. Go have your bath over there. 32 damage is enough to take him out. Just one fell swoop. Ooh, another cleave. Yes. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You know what? Because I'm not getting money, I'm going to be much more apt to kind of hit up these rest points to just get... Sorry, I have cat hair on my nose now because of choices I made. To hit up those rest points to just improve what I have already. I mean, that didn't heal me anything. So just be able to get more stronger things. All right, let's see what we have here. That. We'll do that one. Not worth it. Not worth it yet. Boom, boom, boom. It's such minor damage. This, I forgot to do this one first. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. I don't have room for that in my potions. I'm not that interested in that one. Blood for blood. I know. I'm going to skip that potion. And now the question is, it's not worth, again, it's not worth healing for 6. So I'm looking to improve kind of one of my bigger cards here. I'm going to do Reaper just because it's not that worth it. Not that worth it yet. Yeah, that one adds another round of vulnerable. And that's how this character, with my build currently going on, really makes it hay, is being able to get vulnerable on and then just do as much damage as you can. Yes. Perfect timing. I'm going to grab another Thorns. That doesn't leave. I'm not going to use the other 2 potions yet because you can see I'm 1 away from full health. Might as well wait to use that to heal up a tiny bit. 36. We'll do the pommel strike here. No, we're gonna use this because I don't want to lose Carnage. If I don't use Carnage right now, I will lose Carnage. Throw that down. There will be a negative effect coming on here, but not much you can do about that. There are certain combinations or certain things that allow you to avoid that. I don't have any of them. I don't know that any of them are even technically unlocked yet for me. There we go. Doesn't really help me to do that, but I finally have my demon form, which is going to allow me to bump up, which I need because I just got hit by vulnerable plus a weaken, or plus a frail and a weaken. Not the ideal situation. A little bit more damage against my opponent. Certainly doesn't hurt there. I'll block 9 of it and deal 10 back, so I come out ahead there. Oh yeah, let's do it this time. I'm going to drink. That upgraded every card in my hand, which very solid. At this point in time, I'm pretty sure he's going to cleanse off all the negative effects I have on him. Probably heal up a little bit. Nope. Just boosted his strength. So we're working on a countdown. That's 48 damage. Get that weaken back on. 33. You can see, so 49 damage. Yeah, we're going to do it. Just because I did knock down his attack to only 36 instead of 48, and I hit for 6 more back, I'm within range, especially with this now, to just be able to finish him off. And with my strength bumping up, makes it even easier. So bludgeon just deals 32 damage, costs 3, but unlike Carnage, doesn't burn. This one deals damage when you gain block, and its power, brutality. I have no idea what that one does because, again, there's a cat directly in front of the screen. You are an adorable cat. Don't get me wrong. I love you very much. But let's remember to stay off on this side. I'll give you some pets. I'm going to do Juggernaut. I haven't been using a ton, but you can certainly do like more defensive builds. We're going to do the Philosopher's Stone, so the negative to that, so another point of energy to spend every round. Negative is my opponents start with 1 strength. It means they're going to hit harder. You got to go and see outside today. Lucky you. Okay, I want to go this path. Oh, these guys. Come on, give me cleave. Demon form. Flex. Barrier, doesn't matter. Cleave. So these guys are all linked. You have to have all 3 of them dead at once to you are too big for that box to defeat these guys. And with that shield up, there's only so much that I can actually do to these guys. So that one I took out, which means now I have a couple turns before that one comes back, that Darkling comes back. Oh, cat fur on the nose. Yes, it was from you. 17. And then just... I should have done that the other way around. I mean, I'm going to click on that just to get it out there. Oh, Iron Wave is a card I like because it's an attack card, which means it's good against that one that doesn't want you to play skill cards. Skill cards generally give you block, but this one is an attack with block. Oh, this guy. Forget all this guy does. So we're just going to hit hard. Toddler is doing a good job directly above me of not actually sleeping. Because who needs sleep? Certainly not a 3.5-year-old. Sleep is for chumps. Maybe we should grab that power. And so I'm picking the question marks, and that's kind of the route that I decided to go because question marks don't necessarily mean combat. Heals me up a little bit. Ooh, that one is good, especially since I get it for free, and all of those cards are free now for this combat. Those are cards that won't be in my deck next time, but I mean, having stuff you can play for free is huge in this game. It's like, okay, got that there. Let's put that down. Draw another card, see what we got. There we go. And I'm actually, you can see I'm kind of spreading the damage around because this one's going to take enough to knock it out. That one just goes defensive, defensive. But I have such a disparity right now that I need to figure out a way to take that one out as fast as possible. And I'm not going to be able to do it before... I'm not going to use that one. Oh, okay, they're both just regrowing this turn, which means this is my turn to take that last one out. Do that, just heal up those 5 points. There's nothing like the sound of a cat bathing to be like, okay, that's weird. Can't gain gold. That would heal me up, but it would drop me down 12. It's not worth it. I'm just going to leave. Not good options for me this time, which I'm okay with. Oh, okay. So this guy, after 3 rounds, will explode. Which kind of puts me on a clock to take him out. Not much of a clock. I'm not even going after this one yet, even though it doesn't remove block, just because this guy is more annoying. $25 could just take him out. Or I could do that, plus play that one. So, I mean, this is the first character. This is not my favorite character in the game, probably my second favorite. And maybe, oh man. Okay, so there's one character I don't love. They're just a little bit too much in terms of, you almost have to math it out with them, which isn't that fun. So I prefer something else. Now you can see we start to get up into big HP levels. Liquid Memories allows me to return a card. But every time that I do this, it receives 10% more damage for each card I play. So it's just increasing the damage as it goes slowly. So, I mean, you can see I was at 500 health and it's down to 384 because of what I've played. Of course, now it was a dick and played that. But I still have a decent chance to do a chunk of damage here. And it basically just counts down until it really starts to hit. And I'm half playing off of the other screen right now due to something known as cat. Cat, you can just chill. You can chill the fluff out. Oh. You can stop headbutting the mouse hand. I don't work from home all that often, but it is one of the fun parts of working from home is having cats who are just like, yeah, haha. Oh, I don't want to play that one necessarily. Because it's 10 damage, would heal me to full, but it exhausts the card. So I'm going to leave that 2 energy there just to maintain. So now you can see it ramps up. Let's hit that one there. Oh, and then I gotta do this one because otherwise so I'm taking 23 damage. It's confused as to why I'm not dead. Boost up. Kind of played those in the wrong order. Generally, you would want to play for this head. You want to play your defensive cards first, then your offensive cards. So like this one, play that first, then that. Now we go there. It's not going to matter this time because I'm hitting for so much damage. Oh, I love the gambling chip. Well, I like the gambling chip. Gambling chip basically means start of the game or start of a round, I don't have to keep all the cards that I start with. I can decide to swap out some. So like this time I can see, okay, he's doing that damage. I'm actually fine with this hand. So I'm going to hit confirm. Yeah, very fine with that. It's a lot of damage for me. At the start, I take 1 damage in return. So, I mean, I knock off 70 points for 1 damage. That's kind of the trade-off you're looking at. Oh, I wish I had anything that gave vulnerable right now. I do not. So I'm going to be taking this whole 12 damage. There's the one kitten you haven't seen yet, Keith. He looks a lot like Sophie. And then this is, of course, the great timing of a negative effect while I'm just waiting for damage to come through with that shield. Ooh, next turn. Yeah. Attacks are played twice. I'm very attack heavy. Now you can see I'm down 44 hit points, so healing up 20 is great. Here, you can grab. Every 6 turns, gain intangible. I'll explain intangible here, quick. Intangible means that on the turns you're intangible, you only take 1 point of damage per hit. Then I'm gonna go here, though I don't know that I want to heal. I want to smith again. Yeah. To gain that extra boost for double tap, we're going to mess around with that. And we'll probably actually go up through that merchant. We're going to trash a number of those. I was looking for fairly specific things, but ain't bad because basically blocks all the damage there, plus they're going to hit me 3 times, taking 7 damage each time they hit me, which is a lot. Complete that one. Grab some good defense. Get a bigger hit that way. And another one. Ooh, 36 damage. Oh, but so I hit them. It changes out what they do. Who knows if for the better, but that's enough to kill them. Ooh, and 2 skill ones. That's fun. So I guess I might actually go up this route because don't know what those question marks are. I could heal though at the merchant. I'm down not enough to make it worth it. So we're going that way. Hi, Keith. So, no. Actually, yeah. We're clearing out all of those. We are looking for cleaves. Of course, no cleaves. The reason looking for cleaves is cleave would have hit everybody again. So I'm taking a fair, well, not that much damage, I guess. 11 points of damage. So it's not no damage. There's that cleave I was looking for. Everything can come through here. Have enough defense. I'll only take 2 damage. And then, as you saw, killed himself off. One damage, but shields up. So, clash. Only if you have only attacks. I like armaments actually. There's a fun interaction with armaments here. Oh, there we go. We got the shop to heal. It's gonna be a fight or no? Remove a card from my deck. I want to keep them all. I like where I'm at right now. And I don't need to heal, only being down 3. We're going to do Reaper now, finally. And so here we have our final boss. We're not close enough to draw. So let's do that. Okay, that works. Flex. Next 2 attacks played twice. And so we're hitting the big guy. Normally I'd take out the smaller guys first, and I might actually hit one of the smaller ones here. That, ooh, shrug it off, give me a good card. Ooh. Let's see. I like that one. Play that. Gets me a card. 9 damage. That was a moron there. We're just gonna keep rage there. We're gonna bump the strength again. No need to play all of those because I played too quickly, messed up that order. This guy's interesting in that you have to defeat him twice. Armament is great because it allows you to boost a card for that round. I'll hit you there. Because like, okay, 3 points left, a whole bunch left, but I prevented a chunk of damage that time. Go there. There. Okay. Might as well just take out these two. Of course, getting that thunderclap too late. This guy boosts whenever you play something like that, which sucks, but that extra strength is key. Okay, yep, don't have it. Then cleave. Double tap that, cleave. It looks like we're getting close to winning, but don't be fooled. This is only the first time defeating the final boss here. 13. Probably time. Definitely time to do it. Boom. Heals me up 22. I'm going to be able to take him out this time. Can't play that. He's down. The awakened one will now reawaken with some sweet superpowers and 43 freaking damage. And I'm just going to come out swinging. That was with fairly minimal boosts that I was able to do that. This is where that 3 more so often. I replay an attack card this turn. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm a moron. That one should have been the first one I played. We can see kind of how things are starting to tie together and how you can kind of create good combos. Granted, I'm at a point where I really need to... I don't know that I can... Oh, I can win. So I have beat this one. 51 minutes, 58 seconds. You can't see that. It's behind my head. And we have this final attack on the heart of the tower. But it's not enough. It was a victory, but was it? Hi, Sophie. So here are those points I was talking about. We got an unlock, which gives us some new things. So like that... the one that boosted my strength, super good with heavy blade. Same with, I mean, all of these are built for heavy blade, which is a great card when you can start to just get your strength going bananas. And I have a new character. I'm just going to proceed. Not going to play the new character this time. Not going to watch all the credits. You have this idea. We have 3 characters here. And I have to say, I do like some of those other characters a ton. The one that we just unlocked is my favorite. Sophie. Sophie, please stop. You're not helping things. But that's it. That is Slay the Spire. Hopefully this was fun to maybe check out after the fact. If you're watching now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, maybe if you want to see more Slay the Spire, certainly can do that. And let me know in the comments if this was fun to watch. Oh, sorry, Louise. Just kicked her under the table. But yeah, this is the last live I will do until... So, change of plans. Potentially we'll be streaming a week from today. If I do that, it will be everything that I got at Gen Con. Talking about that, talking about my experience at Gen Con. I'm planning on coming back late Sunday, or getting back into Twin Cities late on Sunday. So that's going to be, assuming I leave at like 11 from Gen Con. It's about 11 hours, so about maybe 12 now. So Gen Con's about 9.5 hours away. So I figure an extra hour and a half of time, which gets it to 11 hours. So if I leave 11 or noon would get me back at 11, but that's technically 10 because I'm in Central versus Eastern. So Monday, all of that to say, Monday, probably doing a stream, probably a Gen Con, like purchase stream, talking about some of the events. Might be a longer one, actually. We'll have to see. Will not have cattails twitching across everything. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. If you want to know when I go live, generally most Mondays, the Mondays can vary from about 8:30 to 9. And then on Wednesdays, most Wednesdays, not this Wednesday because I will be in Indy for Gen Con by that point in time. But thank you again so much for checking this out. Links below. And it's empty, but bottoms up.